What's up, tiny truckers? Welcome back to another episode of True North RC's Garage Talk. It's been a little bit since we've been able to put a video out for you guys and talk to you about a few things. Work's been busy, life's been busy, building season has been busy. We've been doing a few commission builds for some amazing customers, and they're almost finished. We've been working on the indoor racetrack, which at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a quick little overview of it, which is we've been having a lot of fun with that. We've raced everything on it from mini Z's to Matt from Scale Builders was out here drifting with his Volvo, which was awesome. First time I've tried a drift car, and I got to say, I never thought I'd own one, but I'm going to start looking for one. I've got some information about the August 2nd and 4th event at Valley Ventures RC this summer. You are not going to want to miss this. And I want to talk about these two little guys. There's a lot of history with this little one here. So when I got this, it's about 5 years ago now. I bought this out of Paris Junction Hobbies in Paris, Ontario. I find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram. You can find them on their own website. They sell everything you can imagine that is RC related. They also have trains. They have some drone stuff. They have a lot of modeling gear, a lot of detailing stuff. Staff is always there. They're amazing people, amazing family. But I bought this one, like I said, 5 years ago. And originally it was this truck here, which was the Marlin. I've got a few RC four-wheel drives. They're not the greatest performing truck. Not saying you can't turn them into that. I'm just saying right out of the box. But I guess Team Marlin worked with them on this one here. And it was a cool truck, but there was a little bit of history. So I had taken the body off and I had painted it. I believe it was like a burgundy. And when I went to fit it on the truck and get that stock look that I was looking for, I didn't realize that the Marlin had been shaved a bit. So I think I ended up trading the body to Richard Howard. Actually, I traded it to him for a brand new Hilux body, which is this one that's on the truck today. I kept the original Super Softs that the Marlin comes with on this truck. And really all I've done to this truck as far as suspension is I took the springs out of the internal springs out of the shocks, and I have worked the leaves in. This thing moves like such an amazing real truck now, even though it is so top heavy. I absolutely love driving this truck. I have out-trailed some Traxxas trucks with this little thing. Most of the time, it just sticks to the trails. It's a lot of fun to drive. We have put, since I've owned it, we've put in a GCM LRT transmission, which I have in almost all my trucks. With the overdrive in that transmission, I can't say I've ever had a problem with them. They power 90% of the trucks I have. So I ended up putting this in here. Also, I'm sure you can see a lot of the details. I'll show you a little bit better of a close-up on the turntable before we're done. Had a friend of ours, Terry, help us with the boat. Turned it into a tinner. I take it off, but I've actually got seats and everything in it. The outboard that's in here now is actually a working RC outboard. I eventually would like to make this RC, but it's been on the plate for a while. Eventually. Since, I don't know, probably a few months ago, Adam Moffat gave us a hand, and we put in the Bauhaus RC conversion kit for these trucks. It gives you you just got to use the RC four-wheel drive engines, but it gives you your firewall and it gives you your grill mount and all that other stuff to open the hood. We're going to be putting in one of our scale motor covers, the Toyota motor that's going to be going in here. I've yet to start that, but hopefully soon. Originally, this truck was very, very shiny. At the second G6 I went to, we brought this truck. Shane Mackey, Shiny Shane, a good friend of ours, painted this. And over the last 5 years of driving this truck, and I have driven this truck like crazy, we've weathered it. We've scratched it. We've matte coated it. It's been abused and used and had a lot of fun with. The wheels and tires we put on it, we got from a good friend of ours, Chris Rappel, Scaletown. Make sure you check out his channel. Some really cool new footage of some of the trucks he's running now. But he gave us the original, the tires that were on here now. And man, did they ever weather awesome. They've just rusted themselves. The tires have weathered. They've softened. It's my favorite truck to drive, to be honest. And it's probably the only RC vehicle that I own that would never, ever have a price tag on it. I mean, I don't I don't know what somebody would have to offer me to get rid of this little truck. But we picked this one. So we bought both of these at Paris Junction Hobbies. We recently just picked this one up because Marlin's passed away, as everybody knows now. And as we know, RC four-wheel drive is not going to make this forever. So this is now my official shelf quit. This thing will never see a battery. It'll never see outside. We're going to put it up on the shelf. We're going to put some lights in it, put it up on the shelf with the display and the box, and that's where it will sit for the rest of my days anyway. But you know what? While you can get them, get them. So anyways, exciting. August 2nd to 4th weekend this summer at Valley Ventures RC Park. They're on Facebook. Make sure you look them up. The ultimate RC adventure. We are going to blow your minds. GCM, myself, the family up at Valley Ventures, 110 Hobbies is getting involved. There is going to be a competition crawler type course. There is a racetrack. There are places to play with boats. There are places to go swimming. We are going to put in amazing scale trails. We've got some buildings coming from Berkeley, if you all remember that event, which is, I mean, bar none, the best scale event that I've ever been to. There's going to be so much involved. Don't miss it. Keep your eyes open for tickets. I'm sure they'll be popping up. One of the things True North RC is going to be handling this year is we are going to handle the gallery. So we're going to have a lot of the usual categories that everybody's used to. You know, best metalwork, best body, old, new, etc. We're going to add best driver this year. One of the things that we're going to do is we're going to add a best of show category for a few different RCs. One of them is going to be best of show monster truck. So make sure you bring your monster trucks. Doesn't matter what scale it is, bring it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do best of show rat rod. We've seen a lot of those come out. RC Every Day has sold so many of those between Canada, the States, and everywhere else. I've seen so many amazing ones. So we're going to have best of show rat rod. We're going to have best of show on road. So that could be, you know, your low riders, your street trucks, your on-road cars, anything of that nature. So there's going to be a best of show trophy for that. Then we're also going to do a best of show for the 1 to 14 scale semi trucks. I mean, I see so many of these amazing builds up there, and nobody brings them out of their house, very rarely. So we're going to do a best of show gallery for those 1 to 14 scale semi builds. I'm so excited to see those trucks out there. I can't wait to see the paint jobs and the imagination and the details. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to be doing the sled pull event. So make sure you bring your puller trucks. Make sure, especially if you have scale puller trucks. I mean, that is my goal. I'd love to see a full event of scale puller trucks. We should have ours done by then. So that's going to be coming out. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. GCM, myself, Berkeley, there's going to be a lot of us up there that are going to build the scale trails. So again, don't miss this event. We want to make it huge. We want everybody to come. We want to have an entire weekend of crazy RC fun. So make sure you put that on your schedule and don't miss it. I mean, we're going to be up there early working our butts off to put this on, and it's all I can think about. So let's get this going. So quick little thing. I don't know if a lot of you guys out there are into the LED lighting as far as not so much your RC trucks, but I mean, our entire racetrack is done on LEDs. Most of the stuff down in True North headquarters is LEDs, and we run them off these 12 volt, 5 amp power supplies. I was in Paris Junction today, and they have these things on for $6. I buy them for 20 all the time from surplus stores or online. I went in there and bought a handful of these things today. So Dave has a box of them up there, and if you're into the LED lighting, get these while you can, because you're getting them at a third of the cost. I was blown away for $6. I wish I could afford to buy his entire stock of. I think he's got 40 of them in stock. So yeah, it's going to be an amazing season. A lot of fun. I've gotten a lot of emails. I've gotten a lot of messages about how excited everybody is to get their builds out there. A reminder, when the first True North Crawl Series does start, I am going to be doing a gallery there with your basic gallery just for the trail trucks or crawlers themselves. And there will be tiny trophies. So you can win a tiny trophy at that first True North Crawl Series. But yeah, like, also too, we have coming from 110 Hobbies, we have a Max Slash that should be here this time next week. I can't wait to do an unboxing for you guys of this thing and maybe do some ripping. Paul from 110 said he might come down with his to get some video. We're going to get some running video up at the sand pits. Matt from Scale Builders Guild said he might possibly come out if his schedule is open to come down and play. So hopefully we get 3 of these things out there just ripping in the sand. We'll get some awesome footage for you. But this time next week, I'll be doing that video. We're going to try to upkeep and sit down and say hi to you guys as much as we can. So I'm going to show you guys a quick overview of the track. And you guys have yourself a good night. Keep the rubber side down.